Monte Cassino stood like a fortress between the Allies and Rome. For months it resisted every assault. In early 1944, plans hardened and men prepared. The Abbey's towers dominated the valley. To the Allies, it was a strategic strongpoint. To the defenders, it was sacred ground and a deadly vantage. Allied commanders debated tactics, air power, artillery, frontal attacks, and flanking movements were all tried. Each failed to break the German positions. Casualties mounted. Weather and terrain compounded the challenge. Soldiers from Britain, India, France, and Poland endured weeks of grinding combat and attrition. Maps and reconnaissance revealed steep slopes, gullies, and minefields. Narrow approaches funneled attackers into German fire. The cost of each advance grew heavier. Amid these losses, a new wave of determination arose. The I from Poland prepared for a final costly ascent toward the summit. Allied bombing reduced the Abbey to rubble in February and March of 1944. The church was destroyed, but the German positions adapted to the ruins. Survivors and defenders turned stone and debris into obstacles. Rubble became cover and new firing platforms, transforming the battlefield into a maze of danger. Reconnaissance parties probed night after night. Photographers, sketches, and prisoner reports shaped assault plans. Intelligence never eliminated uncertainty under fire. Engineers mapped approaches and cleared obstacles where possible, but nature and masonry favored the defenders. Every route presented lethal exposure. The destruction left civilian villages scarred. Local inhabitants watched as armies fought for dominion over their homes and fields, a quiet human tragedy. Amid rubble and intelligence, commanders identified a narrow ridge whose capture might tip the battle. A small assault was planned under great risk. Polish II Corps had endured long campaigns from afar. Their veterans brought experience, resilience, and a grim readiness for what lay ahead. Among them, a small assault group volunteered for the steepest, deadliest approach. They accepted the danger with quiet resolve and careful preparation. They were called a suicide squad in blunt wartime jargon. The men did not seek glory. They sought to do what war demanded of them. Training emphasized stealth, rope work, and close assault. Each man learned the route, the signals, and the grim compromises of an uphill fight. Their officers reminded them of comrades lost in earlier attempts. They also spoke of duty, national honor, and the urgent need to press the attack. At night, the squad slipped into the darkness. Silence was their shield. Every step upward might be their last, and every man bore that weight. German artillery and snipers tracked every movement. Men counted their steps and swallowed fear. The ascent tested training, faith, and human endurance. Many were wounded early, yet comrades dragged each other forward. Medics improvised under fire. The mountain offered no quarter to the exhausted and brave. At dawn, small positions were seized. The squad established footholds that changed how the Germans could aim and resupply. Gains were measured inch by inch. Polish brigades coordinated renewed pushes below. Artillery and infantry combined to exploit the ridge's capture and force German withdrawals in key sectors. Close quarters fighting consumed the summit among rubble and ruins. Men cleared bunkers and exchanged fire at terrifyingly short range with fierce determination. By midday, communications faltered and German units withdrew in fragments. The summit shifted hands. The battlefield lay strewn with the cost of the attack. When flags rose over Cassino, the moment was not triumphal, but solemn. Men remembered comrades lost and the price they paid for the summit. The capture opened the road to Rome and changed operational momentum in Italy. Yet strategic gains did not erase immediate grief and devastation. Poland paid dearly. Thousands were killed, wounded, or missing. Families and communities felt the loss across continents and into uncertain political futures. For years, memory of the battle was contested and complicated by politics. Yet, veterans and witnesses preserved names, diaries, and photographs for posterity. Historians continue to sift archives and maps to understand choices made under fire. Tactical analysis matters, but the human story remains central to our understanding. We honor the Polish soldiers for courage under impossible conditions and remember all who suffered. Memory demands truth, context, and respectful remembrance across generations.